I want to tell you a story, and today we're going to discuss ways to tell a story. Now, first of all, we have to be clear on what a story is. A story is an event from the past, but even though it's in the past, it moves forward. It's an event which started at one period of time and ended at another period of time. That's why we use the past continuous, because it's a continuing story, which maybe hasn't even finished yet. Let's try an example. I remember long time ago, I was walking down the street and I was meeting some friends in the evening time. And while I was walking, I was looking all around and admiring the beautiful trees. Strangely, last week I was walking down the same street and I was doing the same thing. I was looking at all of the beautiful trees and I was noticing how beautiful they actually are. Now you can see in that story had a starting point in the past and then it was brought up to date. That's why we call it the past continuous, because it's continuing. Listen again. I remember a long time ago, I was walking down the streets. I was meeting some friends, and on the way I was noticing some beautiful trees and lovely scenery. Strangely, last week I was walking down the same street and I seen the same things. Isn't it beautiful? That's the past continuous. Now, we describe that story in the past continuous because that's something that was continuing up to date, or at least up to a point in the future. What would that story be like if we used the past simple? Well, it would become much more factual and much less poetic. It would be, once I walked down the street and I noticed some very beautiful trees. I was on my way to meet some friends that day, and I remember the trees were very beautiful. Strangely, last week I walked down that same street and I noticed the very same thing. Those trees were very beautiful. So you can see, one is taking you from one point in the past to another point in the past. The past tense is, the past simple tense is in the past and it stays there. Let me show you again. The past continuous, I remember I was walking, I was noticing, and so it continues, okay, up to a point. But the past simple tense, I noticed, I met, something happened, something ended, that was it. Okay, so one is, the past simple is stating fact, the past continuous is something which happens between two markers of time. Thank you. I hope that helps.